Drones are a fun but expensive and time-consuming hobby. Learning how to fly a drone and follow all necessary regulations can be a time-consuming venture. If you're willing to put in the work, there are a ton of drones on the market. To help you pick the best one for your needs, we did the work for you and found the top drones, whether you're sticking to a budget or looking to launch your TikTok career. The best drones in 2024 will let you capture some rare, majestic views to wow your friends and family. If you're a professional, having a drone can help enhance your work with aerial shots. It doesn't have to be a huge investment either, because good drones don't cost a lot, and you can get quite a few camera drone models for less than $500. The market is flooded with drone options today. You get various combinations of features, video quality, and prices. There are options that suit every drone enthusiast regardless of your budget. Whether you want a drone only for the thrill of the flight or to add some flair to your photo and video work with drone photography, we've got some recommendations. We have listed the best DJI drone 2024, and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. DJI Mini 4 Pro. With the launch of the Mini 4 Pro, DJI has nailed the recipe for producing premium-level ultralight drones. It comes just 18 months after the superb Mini 3 Pro, but with significant tweaks to the image processing and obstacle avoidance tech, it's undeniably the one to beat. At under 250 grams in weight, it's free from many of the rules and regulations that apply to larger models. In the USA, there's no need to register it with the FAA for recreational use. While in the UK, a notoriously difficult place to fly drones, it can be flown pretty freely in public areas. Here in the UK, finding a sub-250-gram drone is critical for most amateur pilots. What's the point in me spending money on a high-performance camera drone like the DJI Mavic 3 895G or newer DJI Air 3 720G if I risk falling foul of the law every time it takes off? There's usually a big trade-off here, however, with the quality of the camera and safety features decreasing as the drone gets smaller and lighter. Thankfully, the Mini 4 Pro doesn't feel close to subpar in these areas, even if it doesn't quite hit the performance heights of its bigger brethren. With up to 34 minutes of flying time on a full charge, the DJI Mini 4 Pro has the same battery life as the Mini 3 Pro. I think it's a generous amount, even if the real-world airtime is closer to 25 minutes than 34. However, those who anticipate long days of shooting with no easy means of recharging would do well to invest in 1 or 2 additional batteries. They cost about $65 each. You could also simply buy the DJI Fly More bundle, under $159, which comes with the drone, 3 batteries, a charging cradle that can hold all 3 at once, an RC2 controller, and a sturdy shoulder bag to put it all in. This is the version of the drone I was sent to review, and while it's expensive, it does feel like a one-and-done purchase. It's also worth nothing that the RC2 controller is one of the best I've ever used. Number 4. DJI Mavic 3 Pro. The DJI Mavic 3 Pro, starting at $2,199, is a serious drone that's well-suited for independent filmmakers, travel vloggers, and aerial photography enthusiasts alike. The Pro version replaces the original Mavic 3 and comes with one big upgrade: a mid-range telephoto optic that supplements the wide and long telephoto lenses. That new camera and excellent obstacle avoidance sensors cement the Mavic 3 Pro's position at the top of the premium segment, even if DJI faces little real competition. For the Mavic 3 Pro, DJI upgraded the camera module with a third sensor and lens, but didn't make any other tech changes compared with the original Mavic 3. The stack includes a 4/3 20x24mm camera with Hasselblad color science, the new mid-range Type 1 1.3 48MP 70mm for 3x combo, and a Type 1 2 12MP 166mm 7x lens. The Pro replaces the original Mavic 3 in the lineup, as mentioned, but it starts at the same price as that older model, so you don't pay a premium for the third camera. The new mid-zoom camera makes far fewer image quality concessions than the 166mm lens, so it's a better bet for serious creative work. It supports D-Log color, for instance, whereas the 7X lens sticks with a standard color profile. That said, the extra-long lens still has value for special effect shots and industrial applications. If you want to spend less, the Mavic 3 Classic of $199 with RCN1 remote matches the Mavic 3 Pro's capabilities but sticks with just the main 24mm camera. If you're buying the drone for real estate, travel vlogging, or aerial photography, it might be all you need. Number 3. DJI Mini 2 SE. DJI hasn't had a true budget-minded drone in its lineup for a while, but the Mini 2 SE 339 with remote breaks that streak. This compact flyer offers high-res 2.7K recordings at up to 30 FPS, flight times of around 30 minutes, and convenient USB-C charging for both the drone and remote. It doesn't include obstacle detection sensors or all the latest features from its higher-end siblings, but it's still an excellent value in light of disappointing competitors in this price range like the $239.99 Holystone HS360. The Mini 2 SE is thus worthy of our Editor's Choice Award for budget-friendly drones, an honor we last gave to the discontinued Mini 2. The Mini series started as a reaction to regulatory restrictions. In the US and many other regions, governing bodies decided that drones that weigh 240 ngs, 8.8 ounces, or less are safe to fly without registration. The Mini 2 SE makes that weight exactly, so you don't have to go through the minor hassle of FAA registration. Even without registration, new pilots must still pass a free, online knowledge quiz, the Recreational UAS Safety Test, TRUST. It's an easy A, as long as you read up on the basics. For more detail, read our primer on drone regulations. The Mini 2 SE isn't far off from other small folding drones in concept. Its arms collapse in for storage to create a 2.3 by 3.2 by 5.4 inch HWD frame. To keep costs low, the drone shares much of its tech with earlier models in the series. Its airframe and motors are from the Mini 2, and its camera is from the original Mavic Mini. Number 2. DJI Mini 3. The DJI Mini 3 is an enticing choice for eager drone pilots willing to sacrifice the obvious safety benefits of collision avoidance for a more affordable model. In most other respects, the Mini 3 will undoubtedly tick all of the boxes. It offers all of the standard photo and video features. Photos are limited to 12 megapixels, unlike the Mini 3 Pro, which can shoot 48 megapixel photos using the same sensor, but image quality is equally impressive. When DJI released the Mini 3 Pro in 2022, it felt like the company was turning its back on true, beginner-friendly drone models. Sure, the Mini 3 Pro is small, highly portable, and sits within the regulator-friendly sub-250G category. But some of the features on offer, and indeed the price, are geared more for advanced users and professionals. It made sense commercially that the Mini 3 Pro was launched first, but with the release of the Mini 3, beginner drone enthusiasts now have a more affordable option to consider. From the outside, DJI's two Mini 3 models look almost identical. The main difference is the absence of obstacle avoidance sensors on the Mini 3, which is one of the main limitations of this less expensive model. Collision avoidance is incredibly useful whether you're an absolute beginner or an experienced pilot, but it is something you can live without. Neither the Mini 2 nor the original Mavic Mini had obstacle avoidance, and both dominated the entry-level drone market. Other key downgrades include lower video specs, no 48 megapixel photos, and no subject tracking. Follow me. It's not surprising that the Mini 3's features have been pared back, but on the whole, it's still a high-quality portable drone capable of capturing photos and videos in both landscape and portrait format. 12 megapixel photos can be captured in both RAW and JPEG, while video can be captured at up to 4K and 30 FPS. And despite not having collision avoidance, you can still enjoy QuickShot's automated flight patterns. Number 1. DJI Avatar 2. If you have ever flown the first DJI Avatar, you'll understand the ease of taking control and quickly going from beginner to full-speed flying. When flying with DJI's motion controller, the movements to fly Avatar is natural, meaning anyone can do it. Let's use myself, for instance. I am not an avid FPV flyer. I don't build any of them, and I'm for sure not out there doing flips and flying in and out of buildings with them. My experience with FPV was a 1-minute flight demo, at a public safety drone demo by UVT last summer. Yes, Avatar is being pushed to law enforcement for house clearing usage. Last week I put on the goggles and powered everything on for the first time and went through the tutorial. By default, DJI puts you in beginner mode, kind of like SynFlight mode from the traditional drones. After about 30 seconds, I was already ready to turn it off and go full speed, which I did, and then crashed almost immediately into a playscape. Oops. While crashes with a Mavic Air or Mini drones are usually not good, FPV drones are expected to have some crash resilience to them. Clipping branches, walls, and the occasional metal pole is not unheard of, so the Avatar 2 has to be built to take it. Overall, the quality is great. The rotor guards protect the rotors from getting any damage if you graze a wall, clip some leaves, or even fly a bit too low into the tall grass. Avatar 2's turtle mode also allows you to flip the drone over and continue flying after a tumble. And yes, I've had to use it a few times. I wish there was a shortcut for this and not hidden behind 3 menu clicks, but it works very well. Maybe a normal pilot doesn't need it often, and it's just me that keeps crashing it. When it comes to most obstacles you might come across, Avatar 2's body can take a good beating without any noticeable damage.